Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerge from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Giants. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he won't quite make it to the 25. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, this defense for the Giants much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before...
And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And out across midfield down to the 45. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all living on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Haskins. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10 now, Haskins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. The 20. 10. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. And that sack brings up 4th and goal, a loss of 7. Big play. Now it's the Panthers' 2nd all-time leading scorer, kicking here in a different uniform, Graham Gano. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Weather like this, always treacherous for kickers. A good sign early, though, as he's able to put that one through.
And you remember him right before the kick, stomping around his area to make sure that things were going to hold for his plant foot, and it did.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On second down, McCaffrey shifts by him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Haskins to throw it. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Haskins will throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He needed a little help there from the crossbar, but the carom goes his way. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Throwing Jones. Try to lay one up deep. Oh, wide open, complete. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. It's a big play for the Giants on third down.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. Gets past, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and the lead is now 10-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now it's Patterson. And able to get this out to the 25. At their own 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Haskins to throw. There's Trimble, the tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Haskins going to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Giants. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him, and once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Last week, several good performances in the NFC, but he was the conference's offensive player of the week, well over 100 yards.
and just the ability to make catches. You know, that gets underplayed sometimes because we're always looking for the move or the big run, but catch the football consistently, that racks up the yardage.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And just a yard to go here on second down.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 4.
Now it's Haskins. That's caught by McMahon.
That's good for a Carolina Panther. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Let's go. Check. Fresh now. Check 15. Check 15. Check nickel. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. From the gun, it's Haskins. And he can't get away from the pressure.
Mike 48. Let's go deep, tight end. Let's go deep, tight end.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both large. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. They juked him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. He's going to try and go deep again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Flushed out right. Busts through the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he goes out right around the 39.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Here's Jones. A final shot before break. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. From the 6. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Room to run past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 39, Jones escaping the pressure right. Finds the open target, Arnold. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. Racey McMath, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have got it back to a 1-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Barkley on 1st down, running into a wall as he's stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side is Tony. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Jones. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Jones on 1st and 10. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long to Barkley on the check down. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. This was still going to be a 1-score game either way, but still, that's a potentially harmful miss here in the 4th.
It certainly is, because if you consider that now if they give up a touchdown, they give up the lead. So he might be getting the side eye by the defenders coming out on the field now as he goes back to the bench after that miss.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 57 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They go play action now. Haskins. Pressure gets to Haskins, and down he goes. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. The Panthers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Wide Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And these two hooked up on a nice game that played before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with first and goal.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big play coming for the Panthers. They'll go for 2. Haskins now. They're going to try to throw for it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's going to lose big-time yardage here, but it may not matter because a flag is down. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Now he's forced out right. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of, and in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
On first down, Barkley. A strong broken tackle on that one, and then they get just shy of the 15. 90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's Jones. Flush to his right. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Jones, eluding the pressure right. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run with Barkley. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Panthers are going to win the football game. The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 11. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.